In Geometry Dash, few levels carry the weight of a myth. One Red Nightmare, however, rewrote how the community measured difficulty, how creators collabed, and how players dreamt and suffered. Its name, Bloodbath. This is a story of how a single level came to refine an entire scene, the creation of controversy, the clears and aftershocks that still echo through the game to this day. To understand Bloodbath, we must go back to the era immediately before it. Geometry Dash was evolving fast. The community was experimenting with bigger, harder levels and mega collaborations. Levels built by teams rather than individuals. One level often pointed to the next. In this atmosphere, the idea of a super demon, a gargantuan, highly technical collaboration, became possible. In early 2015, creators were talking about a sequel to Cataclysm, something that would push coordination and difficulty together. According to community timelines, work that would evolve into Bloodbath began around February 2015, when creators like GG Boy and Etzer started laying foundations that would later become part of the bigger collab. Bloodbath is not the work of a single person. It's a mosaic. Official records and community wikis list a long roster of contributors, and at the center stood Riot, the host, verifier, and publisher. Other contributions include WioWioTio, Vermilion, Michigan, Invasium, Crack, As Sonic Men, Etzer, Havoc, Gyron, and GG Boy. Riot coordinated, polished, and ultimately verified the piece before releasing it to the servers. The collaboration model meant designing was hard. Each creator brought a different aesthetic and mechanical signature. Some sections were built for tight rhythm, some for split-second precision, and some purely to terrify. The result was a roller coaster of difficulty that felt both cohesive and ruthlessly varied. Creators deliberately chained mechanics to punish rhythm errors, extremely tight mini-ship corridors, mini-wave threading, and near-impossible timing windows that demanded pixel-perfect control. That variety is part of why the level felt like a gauntlet rather than a single pattern repeated. Riot officially verified and published Bloodbath in mid-2015. The level arrived as a 1.9 Extreme Demon Mega Collab, long, dense, and unforgiving. Upon release, the community was in disbelief. For many players, it was the hardest thing they'd ever seen. The level quickly rose to the top of unofficial and official records list, and a new standard by which difficulty was measured. For a long stretch, Bloodbath occupied the #1 spot on the demon list. It was widely considered the pinnacle of extreme demon design, also being placed at #1 in the records for one of the largest download counts in the game's history. To see why Bloodbath held such sway, we need to analyze the level's anatomy. It's not just sheer speed or brutality, it's the combination of different contrasting mechanical demands. The level alternates between extremely tight cube sections that punish rhythm and hyper-technical ship and wave sections that demand microscopic precision. These transitions force players to reset their timing constantly, creating a mental load as punishing as the physical inputs. You see, a player could be fluent in ship or wave, but Bloodbath requires both in immediate sequence. That sudden switching is more than a silly trick. It makes the level feel like a test of total mastery. No legendary thing remains unchallenged. Over time, as players improved and new mechanics arrived with Update 2.0, perceptions shifted. Some players began to call Bloodbath easier relative to new extremes. That perception triggered a creative response, a remaking and buffing movement aimed at preserving Bloodbath's terror rather than letting it turn into nostalgia. One of the most prominent responses was Bloodlust, a project inspired by Bloodbath that aimed at being a 2.0 era super remake, longer, more technical, reframed for the new skill ceiling. The first preview of Bloodlust was released in March of 2016. However, remakes like Bloodlust sparked debates. Does buffing a classic honor it, or erase what made it iconic? The argument split creators and players. Some wanted a tough version to match the new champions, but others wanted the historical artifact preserved. Records followed. Over the years, a sequence of high-profile players posted progress, near clears, and eventually completions. Notably, one community milestone stood out. Vermilion, one of the creators involved, recorded a completion of his own on January 9th, 2023. A rare moment when a contributing creator completed a level they helped build. The legacy of Bloodbath is not reducible to numbers. Its real imprint is visible in how creators organize collabs, how difficulty is calibrated, and how community taste evolved. It pushed the scene towards collaborative mega projects, inspired remakes, and forced conversation about what difficulty should mean in a rhythm platformer. New levels borrowed Bloodbath's structural diversity, the sudden mechanical switches, the combo punishment, and the dramatic use of length to build fatigue. Those ideas are now part of the vocabulary of extreme demon design. Bloodbath didn't just make players better at Geometry Dash. It made the community reflect on what it values, challenges, creativity, and collective achievements. It proved that a level could be a cultural event, a consistent artifact that grows and charges over time, whether you love it or fear it. Bloodbath remains a milestone, an audacious experiment in difficulty, collaboration, and persistence.
Yes! 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 I verified these face too! I verified it! I verified it!
This documentary drew on community archives, level histories, and creator notes. If you'd like to read further, links to the sources page are listed on screen and in the description. So if you made it to the end, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this more different style of content than I normally do. I think it's very fun, and if you want to see more, I can definitely do it. Let me know if you have a topic you want me to cover, a level you want me to cover, or have any things I could improve on. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next one. Take care.